Hello again. There we are. This is what we're going to do today. Okay. Now, let's see. Now, before we start, what I need to do is to get all of that around, you see? This is it. Is that do that egg shape of a face. Now this egg shape. Yeah. So, top of the head, face, jaw, and top of the head, hair, straight down, hair this way, that way as well. See how I'm keeping the pencil? The charcoal, look at that. And squint my eyes and I'm seeing this. See that shadow here? Look at that. So, sorry. So I had this. I had the egg shape, all right? Fairly correct. Now, to get this shadow here, which is a cast shadow. That's a cast shadow of the face towards the cast shadow of the face, the end here, and then this line here, which is again her hair. So I start doing it, and right here have this, that shadow here, and then head, jaw, chin, dark, and ear, hair, hair again. So what I'm doing basically, look at that, dark, 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 hair, shadow, cast shadow, jaw, chin, and cast shadow of a neck. Then you have the jaw here. That's her jaw, ear, and then you have the shadow here, and neck. Now the neck is not a straight down line, it's slightly bended inwards here. As you got the neck here. And now let's get going with the eyebrows. Look at that. That distance, eyebrow to the top of the head is, let me see, eyebrow to the top of the head is the same as end of the jaw. So eyebrow, look, see this part of my finger, top of the head till the eyebrow, and then move down, same distance is jaw till middle of the lip. So what I'm saying is here, from the middle of the lip to the end of her jaw, this part of the jaw, this distance is exactly the same as this distance. So let's do it again. 1, move it down. 2, okay. Okay, so top of the head to the eyebrows should be the same as to the middle of the lip. So end of her jaw, chin, jaw more than chin is the same. There. So this is her lip, that's her lower lip, and that's her upper lip. All dark. This is the eyebrow line. And then you've got then you have the nostril. The nostrils that you see, I see them as it's a bit like a pyramid without the tip. So this is the shadow of her nostril and nose. And then look at that, because this is very tricky. From this shadow, which is the tip of her nose, to the eyelid, look how close it is. Look at the distance. It's almost at the same line. It's here. Although it doesn't look like, but it's there. You see what I mean by doing that? Look, distance. So from this tip of her nose to the eyelid, look how close that is. And then you have this side of her hair, and you have the jaw. That's the neck. And then you have the eyebrows here. Eyebrows here. Then you have the eye. The eye here. There you are. And all this area is in dark. All that is in dark. It's a dark tone. This is why I'm going over it with a dark tone. Now, there's no line in between the two eyebrows, or something like this. And then you have that here. Then you have these darks here. And dark, all this shadow. Dark shadow here on this side. There you are. Okay. So what I was doing on this, I was on this area, all this dark area, there. Plus, what you do, as we said, it's all dark, all dark. And then you have that shadow line here. And that shadow here. Shadow that I'm doing here. On her nose. Cast shadow. The eye slightly open. Hair. Really soft approach on her hair. Not dark really. It's very kind of brown, I would say. Sorry, brown. I mean brown hair. Yes, brown hair. Plus a little bit of a narrow neck. My neck is quite long, quite wide, so narrow neck. So the jaw, you see, the jaw exceeds the neck. Look at that. The jaw is bigger than her neck. So here we are. Dark. Move her. No, the jaw is all right where it is. I just need to get that going now. This one here. this dark line here on her chin. There you are. And a softer line here, softer there. Middle of her lip. Lower lip. Upper lip. And then here. And then again. I'll soften this with my fingers. So I give that half tone there. And what I'm thinking of doing is coming back and highlighting those areas. Look. See? Soften first with your fingers. And then start and build up the eyebrow. Hair coming around here. Softer line. Softer, 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 soft. That's the way. There. Jawline here. That line coming from the neck towards there. Now the jaw could go a little bit further down. And there we are. A bit darker. Half tone and darker. Now the neck. Here. Lighter tone or brighter. And then you got here really dark shadow, cast shadow. There you are. Now what I need to do, clean up my charcoal. So instead of using sandpaper, and sandpaper in here to get that sharp edge here. Okay. Now, eyes. That's exactly what I want to do there, and then come in with the eye bag, the bag under the eye, sorry. There's not much there because she's very young. Now, and then her other eye. There's a distance, there's a difference. This eye is situated slightly higher than this eye. Do you see that? Look at that. Slightly higher than this horizontal line. It goes higher than that. So this is, I need to get going with that, getting that higher, slightly there. 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 So that's how that eye stands slightly higher than the other one. And the eyebrow also the same. A bit higher. Although the eye, the distance, it looks a little bit weird. So I probably need to get that eye a bit further to the left. So there, move the eye a bit further to the left. There. Nostrils. Eyebrow. Hairline. There you go. Hairline there. And ear. And extend her lips a bit more, especially the side of the lip like this. First of all, It was a mistake, so getting rid of it completely by knocking it like this and then coming back to it. And you have the shadow under the lip. And then you have jaw, reflection of the jaw here. Darker hair. Darker hair there as well. Top of her nose. Shadow of her. And then you have this one here. Upper lip. Lower lip, as we said earlier on. And extending the side lips, the side of her mouth, ear, coming back and forth, checking the drawing, checking the eyebrow, which this, as I said, that stands higher. This eyebrow is higher than this one. Jaw line, I mean cheekbone line, not jaw, cheekbone line. Eye, the other eye, lip. Okay, going back and forth with the jaw. Want to get it right. Okay, now before I spray, I'll spray it. I'll do an experiment. I'll spray it and I will come back to it to do some more. But before I spray it, see, get the whites out first. As we know, once you spray it, you cannot get the light areas with the putty. Okay, now neck, bring the neck up. See, this area of her neck, here. Light here. Ear, get the ear going here. With putty. Look at the distance from this side. It goes right here. The ear is there at that distance. You see, at that level. So the ear it's here. Wow, it's lower than that even. So keep an eye on that because it's very, very deceiving. Again, look how low the ear. Because obviously she's looking down on us. It's perspective. So the ear is really low. And highlight here. Highlight. Low the ear, as we said. Some highlight on the nose. Look at this highlight here. See those two lights on the nose? Highlights. There. There as well. And look at that highlight on her eye. Wow, look at this. Beautiful. 1, 2. There you go. And tear duct. And this. Cut this side of her, and then you have this eye as well, needs to be lighter there. Top of the eye, same. There, down. Now I see a beautiful light coming through down here. I'll show you. Look at this. Beautiful light here. So let's keep that going. And the cheekbone. Cheekbone. Yeah, that light. There you are. And highlight here on the top of here. So light here. Look at that. Look at that. On her lower lip. Beautiful. And then a little bit of light here. Look at that. There you go. I'm better get rid of this line. Just getting it on the way. And I think now is the time to spray it. Okay. Now is the time to spray it. Let's take the spray. Spray, 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 spray. A tiny touch of spray. Okay. We'll leave it there for a while. I mean just a minute or so. Now, whilst that's still drying, I better get that sharper. So I'm sharpening. So you get a line. Smelling of spray. Okay. Coming back. A bit darker on the hair. And highlight here. Those dark highlights. There you go. Working on the eye here. Working on the end of her eye. Down here. Oh, okay. Dark. Come to the darker line here. And then cheekbone. Although it's a little bit darker than that. Cheekbone dark. Darks here. There we are. Now the forehead is a little bit blocked by that dark, which I didn't actually thought it was necessary, but I think, yeah, we can get some of it out. But that's better. So that's better by leaving it there. Now, a longer charcoal. Actually, what I'm thinking, I cannot find it here. I was thinking to use basically a Conte, which use a conte because it's very tricky to use. Cannot find a conte. I'll need grind some charcoal here because I cannot find the conte. Oh, here it is. It's a different color though. It's sepia. Let me try. Will it make any much difference? A lot of, no, it doesn't. So I can use some of this sepia. Oh, it's looking good. Try that sepia. Well, first of all, let me grind it to make that sharp edge. The sepia here. Give me a minute. I'm grinding my pencil. See, because now it's such a small portrait that the charcoal will probably not be precise there. So I'm thinking of using that edge of the sepia here. And the sepia, that dust that I'm doing now, so this dust from the sepia can be used now on the portrait. Okay, now bit of pencil. Sorry, not pencil, brush. Take some dust from here, dust from the sepia, and then moving it around here. See there, 1, 2, bit more dust from the sepia. Down her eye. Darker here. Half tone here with the sepia, with the dust from the pencil, which is a color sepia, as you can see it. It's a bit of a mixed media, you can call it. Why not? Okay, I think that's enough. Now with this, look at the sharp edge of this pencil. And this is called Stabilo. It's a German brand. Let's try to get this highlights. I got the eye, shadow under the eye here. There you are, that's looking good now. And a little bit of a dark shadow here, cheekbone, and then starting coming right down here on her cheek, and neck. Highlighting this a bit more, the eye. And the background of the eye, and then the eyebrow all around. Now, edges, bit stronger edges here. Softly moving it like this. So have your pencil handy on this portrait, because obviously it's a mix of pencil and charcoal. And as it moves down here, some marks with a pencil like this. That will do, to give it a bit of an atmosphere. And let me do something which I don't see there. Bit of a shadow here. Look at that. Oh, it gives her a color as well. Now with the brush, softly massage it like this. It's an experiment, okay? I mean, you don't have to do it. I'm just playing around and see what that will do to the portrait. And also some shadings here. There you go. That's it. With a pencil now. Going back and forth and making those highlights a bit stronger. Back under the eye of this other eye, her right eye, eyebrow, eyelid, darker, nostrils here. That is very, very dark shadow, this one. Okay. Now, it's what I've said to David. Do you see these two lines? They don't look good, no matter what. So, look, get rid of that. I've done it for you basically to show us that, look, to get rid of to make the paint, to sharpen the charcoal. But say that these darks are around the portrait, they're not good. They're good to be dark as that. Let me show you here. Okay, so they work close to here, but then if I go further away, it's better to soften it like this. See, that's what I meant. And then further away, the lighter the better. See? There we are. Okay, now that sepia interference, I'm dubious about that. I should have used Conte, but I couldn't find Conte. But anyway, it's just to illustrate the importance of combination of two charcoal and pencil together. Look, highlighting some highlights. Side of her mouth. Highlight that as well. Top, chin. That goes sharp. There it goes. That a bit more. There we are. Soften that line here. And get that going, that shadow. And the ear, as I said, don't forget, the ear drops really down here. Huh? Do you remember? The ear drops, it's really low. It's horizontal to the chin. There, it's really low. So don't be deceived by the ear. Just look at it and you will notice it. Bit of a curly hair here. Okay. What's the date today again? We said 7th, so 7, 20, 12, 7 or 12. Okay. Bit brighter here. Sorry, but the forehead I think needs to go a little bit lighter. That's better. It's better. Better lighter. All right, everyone. See you on the next one.